Hello, everyone. Welcome again to another edition of G.T.E Pro Network Podcast. I'm your host, Ed Peterson, and today's date is February the 25th, 2025. And today we're going to be talking about some great tools and tips that's going to assist you as a startup company, entrepreneurs, and aspiring those who want to be in their own businesses, how to build and grow their network in the area where they do business. Now, my company, Global Touch Enterprise, is a web design and marketing company and been doing this since 2008. So I'm really super excited for the past 17 years to be able to assist people across the country to help them grow their network in a way that is relevant for today and up to par today. So I'm going to be sharing some things on your websites, what you need to be doing on your websites. And if you don't have one, you need one. That's a must. And if you do have one, you want to make sure it's up to par for your marketing campaigns and for all that you need to be doing consistently on a regular basis. So we're going to talk about for small business marketing trends to prepare for here in 2025. We always talk about the 5 P's of marketing. We talk about the people, product, price, place, and promotion. That is relevant for today. But many times, small businesses lack the large team and capital that big brands possess, which means strategic and creative marketing is essential. To successfully compete requires new approaches to meet ever-changing consumer behaviors and staying up to date on the latest and most useful tactics and trends. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we talk about how do we do that today. Well, you don't have the capital, you're just getting started. What your format looks like, what your structure looks like, and what industry are you in? Are you looking at your competitors? Are you seeing exactly where they are? And what could you do different or better than what they're doing currently today? So you have to do your well-rounded research and gather enough data and information about the industry you want to get into and the business you want to start. And if you have all of that down, congratulations. You're now on point and you're all ready to do that. But today's, ladies and gentlemen, we talk about trends and we talk about using strategic planning when it comes to building your business. Your website has to be interactive. You've got to continue to update the website if you're a product business and you sell it online and you have an e-commerce site. And if you're a service business or both, you kind of have to make sure that you have constant content that's going to meet the needs of the ever-changing consumers. And where do they go to get their content? Where do they go to? Where do you go and reach them at? What platforms are you using? And how are you using those platforms? And what is it that you have on the level that's on a consistent basis? And if you're not being consistent, ladies and gentlemen, with your marketing research or marketing reach, then you're going to be soon lacking a lot of that traffic that you're looking for. Because again, this has to be done daily. I say this all the time. For business owners, it has to be done consistently daily, in season, out of season. And if you don't have the time and the sweat equity to put into this, then you're going to have to find somebody who can help you build it. You're not an island. You can't do it all by yourself. So with that being said, you're going to need some help. You're going to need some people to kind of get you going. And so if you have already understand, mobile friendly to mobile centric is the key. We use our cell phones like clockwork. If you're a product business, this should be like second nature for you. You should be on top of this like clockwork. And first, before you do anything else, ensure that your website is responsive, meaning it will adjust to the size of the device it's being viewed on. That's very important. So if you go to my website, globaltouchenterprise.net, and you're using a phone, a tablet, or a laptop, those different size devices, my website will fit into those screen sizes professionally and evenly and correctly, so that way you can see everything that needs to be seen. Now, if your site is not mobile centric or mobile friendly, then you're going to have to rebuild that site, especially if you're an e-commerce company. And because mobile is basically big today and people spend more time on their phones than anything else, you want to have an e-commerce site mobile friendly where they can make purchases off their phone. So that way you can generate revenue consistently while they're on the go. If they have their tablet with them, fine. If they carry their laptop and they station somewhere, they want to go online and purchase on your website, they can do that. But more importantly, ladies and gentlemen, we want to make sure that mobile-friendly websites is what you have, and making sure that you understand the importance of it today. And we talked about this a year ago, and I brought it up to a lot of my startup companies and clients that I build websites for, and that I emphasize to them that having a mobile-friendly website is going to be impactful for you. Whether you're a product business, again, or a service business, it doesn't matter. Your goal is to be able to fit in any size screen, reaching out to them in reference to what it is you're offering in the marketplace. This is critical. So mobile payments is another factor that has to be done. I don't know what payment system you're using, but make sure that your payment system is simple enough for people on their phones to make a purchase. If it is, then you're on the right track. If it's not, you're going to have to go back to the drawing board and do your research. Your buy button is very important for people to click and buy that particular item that they're looking at that they want to purchase. Notice the big box brands spend millions of dollars and thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars putting all this together in flat formats and platforms across the board, whether they're on social media or on their website. They have that option where they can do that. And when they advertise it, then guess what? You'll see it on those social platforms where they can actually buy off the social platform and make a purchase directly from there. This is what's, again, more avenues of streams of income opportunities that you do not want to miss. You do not want to miss this. You want to stay on top of that. So mobile apps, another critical piece. If you can afford to have an app, then that would be great. But for startup companies, you don't have the capital for that yet. But what you can do on your mobile phone is basically have it where people can go to your website off their phone, click, and make a purchase without you using the app, but they have to go directly to the website. But if you have a mobile app for that, and it's on, they have to download the app off of whatever device they're using, Android or Apple, then you're in the up and running of getting more volume that way, because now you're going to have customers across the country doing this. And this is where you collapse your time frame, because now you are mobile friendly enough to be able to do business through your mobile phone. Your end users, your customers can do business with you on their phones. It's a very powerful piece. Back in the day, we would talk about advertising on buses and cabs and all that other stuff. And now we're using QR codes where people can scan the QR code with their phone and go directly to the section they need to go to make a purchase. For donations for nonprofit organizations, churches, and so forth, and local businesses, you guys should be on the trending edge of all of this technology that we have today. It's very important and it's vital. And you want to make sure you have that in place. If you don't, you're going to be missing out on a whole lot of opportunities here, especially now in 2025, because we're talking about the trends, what is relevant today. As a web designer, my focus is to educate everybody on what's relevant through your website. That's your mouthpiece. That's your marketing tool. It's a tool to capture, to get information, and people fill out the information directly on your website. It's also a database where you keep track of everybody who made a purchase, who filled out a form, or any of that. You have that information now. Now you can automate a response to them. If you don't have the time to do it yourself, you can automate it. You can also email marketing that to them as well on any updates, products and services that you're providing that's new for the company. And then also getting feedback from your customers of the purchases that they made through your website and through your company. So that way you can have reviews saying that on social engines, Google, Yahoo, or Bing, that they have enjoyed or they have gotten what they were told they were going to get purchasing directly through you. And you're leaving no stone unturned. You're checking all the boxes here and you're covering all the bases. And this is vitally important because, again, your marketing strategy, if you're not a big box brand yet, you will become one. But as a startup, again, you're focusing on these things because we have phases in business. Your formulation stage, concentration stage, your momentum stage, and then your stability stage. 4 stages, 4 quarters in a year. We're now entering into the last of the first quarter come March. March should be your marketing arm where you just do mass marketing on a regular, consistent basis. And looking at your zones, on mass marketing. We talk about guerrilla marketing. We talk about, March Madness, which is not just for basketball, of course. For the businesses, March Madness means I'm doing a marketing campaign daily, regularly, consistently. And I'm doing promotions of the 5 Ps. Promote, 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 promote. You can never have too much exposure. And you need to saturate every area of your being on levels where you're in, whether you're in a gas station, grocery store, wherever you are in the community, letting it be known who you are in the community, what you're doing in the community, and what you're here to do to help the consumers in the marketplace. You see, so having that mobile friendliness gives you an advantage than other companies that don't have that. So we talk about mobile-only social apps, like you got Instagram, you got Facebook, you got all the other ones, Fanbase, which I love Fanbase, and you have all the other ones that's out there. Of course, YouTube. Hello. So when you look at all the opportunities on the video side and making it user-friendly for those, you should be capturing what you content create from your website on social media and vice versa. It should be consistent across the board, evenly out based on your campaigns that you're running regularly. And this should be done every week. You should not go a week without that, period. Now, how many days in a week? That's up to you. But the goal is consistency. Email marketing is still powerful today. I don't care what nobody says, it's powerful today. If they agreed and opt in for that, they have to opt in, then guess what? You're going to have a great opportunity to reach out to more people, and then they share with their people. Have your customers as your runners. Let them tell it all. They know more people than probably you do. So you want to basically get with them and let them know exactly what you're offering, what promotions you're running, what incentives are you giving. And so you want to be on the level of continual information sharing opportunities for your business. And then you want to do the next thing is data-driven marketing. Keeping track, collecting analysis, and also formulating an insight so that way you know exactly where everything is, what's being used, what was the main response to that, and how many responses did you get from this particular information that you posted, and what did the consumers think about it, if they liked it or not. And also, did you do a presentation, a piece about it, a snippet, not the long and drawn out, a snippet. You notice that when you see these other countries utilizing our platforms in the United States, that they have a grasp hold to the technology at hand, and then they tag everybody and everything. Tagging is key. Tagging is also a noted way to grow. But properly done, you can reach and make a lot of income for your business if it's done properly. And so you look at the data marketing and looking at all of the things that you shared out there in the marketplace. Now you can start measuring what's working, what's not working. Now, Google Analytics is key. Google has a good way of posting all of that. It keeps track of everything if you're using Google. Besides the business emails, because I use Google's business emails on a regular basis, and I have 6 boxes of that where I separate everything that I'm doing campaigning-wise for my company, Global Touch Enterprise. But as a web design and marketing company, my goal is to make sure I educate and share information that's relevant for today. So we talk about that. Live video streaming is another piece you want to add to the repertoire of your marketing strategy, your marketing campaigns. Again, because we have a 2-step opportunity here to brand and to share content for the consumers to digest, so that way they can make an educated decision as to participate with your company. And live video streaming is key. I'm live right now. But here's the thing, on YouTube. But then I share it on my other platforms that I'm on because I want them to get it. And it's also on my website. My videos are everywhere. Why? Because, again, you want to continue to share the information. Let companies know, or people know, what you're doing in the marketplace. You create your content, you create your strategy, you build your system, which saves yourself time, energy, and money. So the more you operate here, the stronger you get, the better you come out. And the more people will tune into you, because now they understand exactly, hey, he got the goods, he's sharing something here. And guess what? Everybody's going to want to know exactly what it is you know. And so at the end of the day, your goal is to be an educator, not just an influencer, but an educator, and also an innovator, and also capturing ideas that works and gets results. That's the key. Capturing ideas that gets results. And so when you look at all of this, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we teach and train and give everybody an opportunity to understand the technologies that we have at our disposal. But again, not spending a whole lot of money that you don't have and trying to go and borrow money and trying to do this and do that. No, the technology is the way to go. Yes, it takes a little time to create and innovate and execute these things. But if you do it today, ladies and gentlemen, let's just start today. It's Tuesday. And the week hasn't even gone out yet. March 1st is this Saturday. What are you going to do as we close out February, this Friday? What is your campaigns looking like? What is your closeout marketing strategies are? Are you ending it in February, or are you running it through the month of March? It's a 90-day run, ladies and gentlemen. 90 days. Your first quarter should be strategic planning of marketing campaigns and saturating the marketplace with information about your company, who you are, what you're providing in the marketplace, what is your goals and aspirations, what is your monthly income level that you want to reach in your business, and who's your target market? How many of those have you reached out to? And so you got a lot to look at here, but again, not spending a whole lot of capital. Everybody think they got to spend thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars. No. If it's done properly, ladies and gentlemen, your startup for your business can be on a minimal level, but you're taking it step by step, stride by stride, and making sure that you're doing what it takes for growth. Again, growth is the most important commodity to me on the planet. Without growth, we're just existing, we're not living. And that's not what we're here to do. Regardless of what's going on in the country, tune that noise out. Tune into what you need to focus on. Following one course until successful. Grow your business, grow your brand, reach your target market, build your network, and that will build your net worth. And making sure that you understand the different technologies that's at your disposal to help you grow. Looking at your website is one. Social media is another. Mobile marketing is key. Everybody uses their cell phones. We got Apple users, and we have Android users. Regardless of which one you decide to go with, they have apps. The Google Play Store for Google, and then you have the App Store for Apple. So if I'm downloading a particular app on my phone to make a purchase of something, then that's what I'm going to do. Restaurants do it all the time. Notice how many restaurant apps there are? So many. Well, if you get into that arena, now you're playing heavily with the big boys without having to spend a whole lot of capital. And guess what? If you have gift cards for those seasons, which a lot of people do, you got the open loop and closed loop gift cards. You can use that. A lot of opportunities here. And the open loop is Visa, MasterCard logos on them, and they can use them anywhere and anytime. And then the closed loop are the ones that's specific to that merchant, to that company, to that business. And they have those. You can do it on your website. You don't have to have it on an app. Incentives you can give. Discounts, whatever you want to do, promotional wise, to move merch and to get volume. Ladies and gentlemen, the key to success is all about volume. I learned this in manufacturing. Working from Zenith Electronics to Motorola to Hewlett Packard in Chicago, where I'm from originally. Yeah, volume. How much volume is going through your business? How much volume are you moving? Merch are you moving if you're a product business? If you are a service business, how many of the services have you provided in this week? And how many people have you reached out to consistently? All these things, ladies and gentlemen, we need to stay focused on. In order for us to grow, we have to plant. We have to water. The seed is there. And as long as it's on good ground, it's going to grow. But if it's on stony ground, good luck. We want to talk about permission marketing is the next topic. I was thinking about this shift because a lot of people, we talk about digital marketing, making digital flyers, banners, click through, and pay-per clicks, and all these things that people are asking me about. And for all of my clients and companies that have came out and reached out to me, thank you. One, I appreciate that. Two, I will always give you the straight up truth about what it takes to do these things. It doesn't, again, take a lot to do it, but it does take strategic planning. And it does make sure that you're following the trends of what's relevant today. What is your industry looking like right now? Where is your industry at? Are you in a growth phase or are you on a declining phase? And permission marketing is giving the privilege to basically put together something in a systematic way that keeps it going over and over again. But the consumers have to agree. They have to give you permission in order for you to send information to them consistently. That's where the opt-in and opt-outs come in. We call it permission marketing. And for our nonprofit organizations, we have cause marketing for them. For those who have a nonprofit organization, a 501c3, we talk about cause marketing. You're marketing for a cause, sharing in the communities what you're here to do to help out those in need. Well, permission marketing for those for-profit companies, this is what we need to get from our consumers, the permission to send to them information consistently, whether they're on their phone, email, on a social platform where we can send it to them directly through their social pages. They have to give you permission. You can't just come out and bombard them with all that info. That's a big no. But you want to make sure you're doing it properly. And when you get the permission, guess what? It's a good thing. That means they trust you enough to send you information that's they're concerned about that's going to be tailor fit for them. Remember this well, ladies and gentlemen. Like men and women, we like tailor-made suits, most men do, and they like the fit. It's only going to fit them. It ain't going to fit nobody else because it's tailor-made. Well, your marketing has to be tailor-made for your target market, for the people that want the product and services that you're providing. And we're only satisfying three things in the marketplace, ladies and gentlemen, is what people want, need, and can afford. You satisfy these three things, you can be successful. Again, it's what people want, need, and can afford. Again, if you see what they want and you supply that, then you're on the right track. But oh, do we see how finicky people are and how easy it is for them to turn on and turn off that light of desires or wants. And right now, in this where we are now today of uncertainty in this country, people are more so focused on their needs now. Some people are still doing their wants, but not to the point as we had when we had that freedom to do that, where the income was coming freely on the level that we see it today. Well, there's a lot of changes happening. But as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, your goal is to be strategic. You're going to have some lean days and weeks and months, and you're going to have some plentiful days and weeks and months. So what do you do with the lean ones? You strategically plan and store up enough so when your lean days come, you covered. You got the bases covered. But when you're on the plentiful months, where you see all of that and you see a lot of growth thereof, then you store it up. You don't spend it all. You don't get rid of it. You just continue to build from that point. And permission marketing, if your consumers like what they see and you treat them with utmost respect, because customer service, quality customer service is key. And the way we do that is we give quality customer service to our customers. We treat them with respect and we treat them with dignity and we educating them at the same time. We let them know exactly what's what. Being truthful and honest and being real and keeping it real. So that way they won't ever have to worry about you going the other way with it. And now you not only you built a relationship, you built a good rapport with them, but now they trust you enough where they can share with people that they know. That's the domino effect. And guess what? They're going to love you more because you're giving them the goods and they trust you enough and that you've been consistent in your endeavors as a business owner, sharing the goods with them on a regular, consistent basis. So we talk about reliable reaches of marketing campaigns that you can put together. I said about the videos, live videos that you can do. You want to have it on your website. You want to have it on social media, and you want to be on YouTube. And you can do subscriptions, email marketing. You can do your live events. If you're hosting events, which I'm hoping you do, on any product or service, you want to host an event around it. You want to put a campaign around that particular product or service so people can know and come out and check you out. The more you do those, ladies and gentlemen, the better you are, the stronger you are, and it's going to be more beneficial for you down the road. That's what you want to do. Influencer marketing, which means word of mouth, is still the driving force today. And if I share you about a movie or about a product that I bought that I liked, and I'm going to share this with everybody, my family and friends, then I'm going to share it. They share it with you, right? So basically, that's part of marketing. Word of mouth. Letting it be known. Hey, where did you buy that item? Well, I bought it off XYZ website. This company and their website, and I ordered it, and it came directly to me in no time. So we must understand that in order for us to grow, we have to be in a growth mindset for growth. We have to continue to be sharing and marketing information to our consumers on a regular, consistent basis, our target market. We got families, we got friends, we got enemies. We got people. PHP effect, people helping people. The more you help people get what they want, the more you get, you get what automatically you get what you want. But you got to help enough people. So if you're on the PHP effect, people helping people, then guess what? Your story grows. What is your story? How did you start this business and why? What was the driving force to get you doing what you're doing? Tell the story. Share the story. You'll be amazed at how many people across this country have started companies from nothing. I like the rags to riches story. I mean, I really do. But when you see the struggles, the sweat equity, the time that they put into it, the heart, the blood, sweat, and tears, that gives you an opportunity to say, wow, this person was serious about getting to the next level and did not quit, did not give up. Quitting is not an option. I don't understand that. That's not in my vocabulary. I don't know the word quit, and I don't know the word no. As most people don't understand the word no, but on a good note, no, I'm not stopping. But there are times where we have to sit back and take a page and say, hey, what is it that I really want to do to grow my business at a certain particular level? Now, for those who've been in business for a little while, you have a time to rewrite your story, rewrite your directory, and rewrite everything you've done and put it in a way that's telling a good story and sharing information of the times and struggles you've went through. And here we are today. You're still standing, you're still here, and you're still looking forward to do business. So obviously you did something right. Write down your journal. Do you have a journal? Number one. And what does the journey look like for you? What has your journey been? We're all in this life's journey. Sharing, updating, giving of ourselves consistently. Selling ourselves consistently. And believe it or not, people are like, I'm not a salesperson. Well, you sell yourself every day. While you're on that job, while you're talking to people, while you're trying to influence that person you like. We're selling ourselves every day. So what I'm saying to you, ladies and gentlemen, as we close out, I'm really excited though, because I got a chance to share with you about some topics here in reference to what do we need to do on the marketing campaigns and marketing trends to prepare for 2025. We're now going into the third month of the year, the first quarter of the year, as it begins to shut out. What is your March Madness going to look like? What is your marketing campaigns are going to look like? And I'm looking forward to sharing and seeing stories from you guys, my end users, just to tell me, because I want you to know. You can always go to my website at globaltouchenterprise.net. You can always fill out and share information. If you have any questions, please feel free to connect with me in reference to any questions you may have. But marketing, ladies and gentlemen, again, you're not a big box brand yet, but you're growing to get to that level. So there are some steps that we can take that we don't have to spend a whole lot of capital today to do those things. And again, why would you? When now you got a network of people helping people, business, to whereas you're sharing things in the marketplace that people want, need, can afford, that they can be satisfied with, and that is quality, not quantity. And so we want to make sure that we continue to grow our efforts on a regular, consistent basis and keeping things consistent so that way people will understand exactly what it is we do and why we're doing it. You know what it's like as a consumer. Put yourself in their shoes. How would you feel if somebody gypped you off or it didn't come exactly as you described it? You'd be mad, right? Right. So let's put it in focus. Let's stay focused. And let's keep it real and keep it forward. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for this edition of G.T.E Pro Network Podcast. I'm your host again, Ed Peterson. And I'm signing off. And until next week, we're going to be talking more about, from now we're going to be in the month of March Madness. Marketing Campaigns 101. Making sure you're making a breakthrough with what you do daily, and consistency is the key. And also your website. What are you doing on your website to draw traffic to that, so that way people can purchase directly from you? And with that, you have a great afternoon. Take care and keep building the dream.